Oh my God, I've ruined Louis Theroux's life.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
Hi TikTok, Louis Theroux here. Today we go behind the trend of the viral Jiggle Jiggle remix.
Roll the clip, sir.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
So there we were in Harleston, in the chicken shop. I actually had seen a couple of Amelia's videos, and then she asked me, as people used to do a lot in interviews in general, do I remember my rap? I thought, here we go again.
Can you remember any of the rap?
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds.
Oh my days.
I like to see you wiggle wiggle for sure. No.
It makes me want to dribble dribble, you know.
That's enough.
Leave it to the rappers, that's what I say. So let's have a look at some of the comments.
Valentino, bro rapping in Times New Roman. I like that. He's actually given my rap flow a font.
Okay, so does that mean like it's sort of like, what does that mean?
Times New Roman is a old school, maybe not that funky font.
If you talked in a font, what font would you talk in?
Italic.
Having said that, he only got 3 likes for that, so possibly the internet disagrees.
She really got to hear this live, and then like the emoji. Yeah, I did get to hear it live, but maybe other people get to hear it live, because I honestly think that Louis, Duke and Jones, myself, Jason Derulo, we should all headline Glastonbury next year.
I don't think I should be performing at Glastonbury. Number one, maybe send the message that I'm taking myself too seriously as a rapper. And number two, maybe more importantly, I'll be worrying about, God, I'm going to be on like in half an hour warming up for Arcade Fire or Kendrick Lamar or something, right?
Brian.
One of the rappers, Eminem, is afraid to diss.
That's a nice thing to say. I mean, he could be onto something. I haven't been dissed by Eminem.
Now, I would pay good money to watch Louis Theroux battle Eminem.
When, you know, when I made the original rap, one of my things was I don't want to be pretending that I'm bringing like a lot of aggressiveness. I'm not going to come with my boys and take over your corner.
We could DM him and see if he wants to have a beef.
Like, that's not, I'm a rapper who lives in the suburbs and drives a Fiat, right? So Eminem, if you're out there, listen, if you want to offer constructive feedback, I'm all ears.
Okay, the next comment is, my favourite part is the lady with the ketchup bottle. It's very usual that people don't actually know my name. They need to get to know, because I'm a pretty big deal. So thank you for that. But yeah, my name is Amelia.
Asia, A-J-A.
Aja, Aya.
Says, OMG, I thought this sound was an AI voice rapping. I'm dead knowing this is just an auto-tuned human, skull emoji. I think to Americans, I don't know why I'm assuming you're American, Asia, but I think to Americans maybe robots sound English.
And I guess the British accent's quite like a Hollywood film, like the car speaks and it sounds like that.
So she hears an English accent and it's auto-tuned like, oh, that's a robot. Asia needs to get out more.
I've just watched everything that Louis done, so I just knew that there was a moment in the Weird Weekends episode where he tries to be a gangster rapper. So yeah, I just asked if he could remember any of the rap that he did, hoping that he did, and he did.
This has been such a strange experience for me, and when I look back at the year, you know, for me it was the summer of Jiggle Jiggle, or the year of Jiggle Jiggle.
It basically took off when Brooke and Jess did the dance.
I woke up that morning and I was like, oh my God, it's on 1 million views. Like, that's a bit crazy.
Every day we woke up, I would say like, we've done another 100K, and then there was a point where it was doing 10K views every minute or less, I think, and I was like, oh, okay,
something's happening, boys.
Brewing.
And that was the moment where I thought, okay, this has jumped the tracks, and we're in an episode of Black Mirror, or we're in some alternate reality, because this is properly weird. Suddenly, I was the Jiggle Jiggle guy. Do I find myself singing it a lot, or rapping it, I guess, would be the question? Not that much.
Now every time I see Louis, he just kind of does it every other time. Stop singing the rap to me, Louis.
Maybe if you co-create the earworm, like that gives you some lifetime immunity.
In terms of like people recognising me for Jiggle Jiggle, I really don't have it anywhere near as bad as Louis.
I was interviewing Stormzy, right? No, it's not a name drop, well it is, but I went outside and I was waiting for my crew to wrap up so that we could, you know, say goodbye and leave. Some kids came up, aged maybe 13, 14. And they're like, Jiggle Jiggle, you're the Jiggle Jiggle guy. And they clustered around me, said, can we do a video? I'm like, I guess. So they videoed, and they said, will you do it? I'm like, guys, why don't you do it? I'd like to see you do it. So they videoed themselves on their phones, like rapping along, as I just stood in the middle, kind of being jostled by them, feeling a little confused.
Okay, this is the message that Louis sent me. Hi, I just wanted to say thanks for helping to birth the viral Jiggle Jiggle phenomenon on TikTok. I am honoured by children whenever I leave the house. Oh, no, wait. No, can I read that again? It's not honoured, it's hounded.
And then I got home a bit later, and my wife said, like, what happened? Like, were you with some kids? I'm like, no, I was just waiting for the crew, and they just clustered around me and filmed it.
And I just thought, oh my God, I've ruined Louis Theroux's life.
I remember a load of kids coming up to me going, Miss, can we learn the Jiggle Jiggle dance? Not knowing that it was mine and Jess's.
Every interaction that I had out and about seemed in some way to relate to Jiggle Jiggle.
What was the music video like?
Shooting a video should be on everyone's bucket list, like an actual real life music video, and it was very, very cool. They did a cool job with it too. It was quite a late night. Like, we went late into the evening, and I felt like, I'm a bit tired, guys, it's 10 o'clock.
Louis gets tired, you know, he's got to have his beauty sleep, you know, for his important documentaries that he's making.
So I was also being that precious, like, star as well, who was going to be like, oh, I know you're putting a lot of work into, but I've got to be home in bed.
He got to leave at about 10:30. I was there till 2:30 in the morning.
When they're filming the music video, obviously when it matters and somebody's singing the lyrics, they play the actual song. But by the end, like, everyone's heard it so many times in a row. So, like, last couple of scenes of that music video were actually filmed to Britney Spears' Toxic at about 2 AM in some chicken shop.
Yeah, it is official. You heard it here first. Me and Louis Theroux are best friends.
I think I could say friends.
Yeah, we're best friends, and it's just the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I mean, I've only hung out with her maybe 3 or 4 times since. We kind of pop up and see each other at random, you know, low wattage celebrity events.
Well, yeah, it's kind of amazing that, you know, I reinvented Louis Theroux.
Look at me, I'm Mr. Jiggle, ready to do parties, bar mitzvahs and weddings. The really wonderful, like, lasting after effect is that there are young people who would previously maybe never have been curious about me, and who now know who I am, even if it is just as the Jiggle Jiggle guy, but who would, I hope, sort of maybe graduate from that into checking out some of my programs.
So that's it, TikTok.
And you're welcome, my gift to you and to the world. Thank you.